The U.S. House Speaker Paul Ryan has said that he will not defend Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump anymore. Ryan has been quoted as saying in a conference call with fellow lawmakers that he will keep a distance from Trump. A spokesperson for Ryan says this does not mean that the House Speaker has revoked his endorsement for Trump. In the following month until the U.S. presidential election, the House Speaker will concentrate entirely on protecting the Republican Party's majority in Congress. Well, let's speak to Wilmer Leon. He's a columnist and political scientist, and he joins us via Skype from Washington. Many thanks for joining us here on Press TV, Mr. Leon. Now, can you just explain for us how is it that Paul Ryan cannot defend Donald Trump and yet continue to endorse him?
Well, because it's really his removing his endorsement without removing his endorsement. If Speaker of the House Paul Ryan were to come out and say that he no longer endorsed Donald Trump, he would create within the Republican Party an even greater rift than already exists. So what he has decided to do is say that he's not that he's continuing to endorse him, but he can no longer support him. But basically what he's doing is he's removing his endorsement. And what's even more important is Paul Ryan also said that he's going to focus his energy on ensuring Hillary Clinton does not get a blank check, which really means to me that he's conceding the White House.
Well, Professor Leon, that's the bigger question here, is that are the Republicans conceding the White House to Hillary Clinton because Trump is such a mess, so to speak, or was, as many have spoken of in the past too, that Trump was the ideal candidate to draw attention away from all the negatives that surround Hillary Clinton, be it the scandals, the actual concerns that people have about her past, her history as Secretary of State, her dealings with Wall Street, etc.?
Well, I'm not really sure that any particular Republican candidate was going to be able to do that. In fact, I really believe that just about any of the others that were running would have been able to pose a much better threat to Hillary Clinton because she's a brilliant woman. She clearly understands policy. She clearly understands how to articulate policy, but she's a terrible, terrible candidate. The saving grace for her is that the Republicans chose Donald Trump.
Right, so should we start practicing saying President Clinton?
Well, because she's such a bad candidate and we have 30 days out before the election, I'm not ready to say that. But, well, let me say, yeah, you can start practicing it. Whether you're actually going to have to say it or not is still yet to be seen.
All right, let's leave it there for now. That's Wilmer Leon. He's a columnist and political scientist joining us via Skype from Washington. Many thanks indeed for your comments here on Press TV.